Hi guys, FrostFangs here, welcome to another Paladins video. We're playing some Ashe today, sort of following the series that I've had for the last couple of videos, covering the meta and sort of state of different characters. I'd say overall she's in a pretty damn good spot. She has been the same for a couple of years, she hasn't really had any major changes, but Paladins around her of course has, and has actually put her in a better spot than she once was. So there's two different setups you see with Ashe all the time and that I personally use, which is the knock and then the shield setup. There's also a third one kind of around the F and battering ram, but that one's way less popular and I personally haven't ran that in a while, so I'm not going to cover that in this video. But I'm going to be talking about the knock setup, although I'm not going to be playing with it because I've covered it before on the channel and it's exactly the same as it was, although with resilience being a little bit more popular now, it's technically a little bit worse. I'd say the shield setup also got affected by the Hi-Rez change because people are picking up Rekka a little bit more often, but you're also getting Chronos faster than before and other items, so I feel like the shield one is probably about even as to where it was. I wouldn't say Rekka is crazy, but it did make me alter the setup a little bit to include a bit more reset. So for the talent, we'll be going Fortress Breaker. Slugshot is also fine, but Fortress Breaker overall is just a better choice. And then for the build, if you want to see the knock one, of course, go ahead and check the other videos out on the channel, like I said, because we're going to be focusing on the most common one, which is the shield, which I've actually been really enjoying quite a bit recently. So first off, we've got a ton of cooldown reduction on the shield. This card is probably a little bit better than it should be. I think it could easily be 0.6 instead of 0.8, which would put it max level, 3 seconds instead of 4, and I think that would make it a bit more balanced, but I'm not going to complain. I'm just mentioning it because I wouldn't be surprised if it does get nerfed in the future. But I've also been saying that about Indomitable, and that is still the exact same, and that just blows my mind. I have no idea how this card has escaped the nerf hammer for as long as it has. As far as I know, it's been the exact same ever since it was changed into lifesteal from whatever it was before, and 50% lifesteal for 5 points into a card is just crazy. I feel like I've said it in all the other videos, but I really wouldn't be surprised if this was nerfed. Even if they nerfed it to like 7% a level, it would bring it a bit more in line. The problem is nerfing this card is sort of a nerf to Ashe overall, because pretty much everybody runs this card, and it does really fit into her kit and sort of her character, and it gives her sustain that she doesn't really otherwise have. But I don't really know what they should do with it. I'm just surprised that they haven't done anything with it. That's my point. Basically, you'd be kind of crazy to not run 50% lifesteal when it's 5 points into a card. Same sort of thing with the cooldown reduction on the huge, super strong shield. We then have reset for hitting the right click. I'm still not 100% sure if I like this card because the cooldown on the shield is already like 5 seconds without it. But what it does do is give you a really nice backup and reset to your shield, especially if they're clearing it and you're good at timing it. If you're not great at timing stuff and abilities and cooldowns or whatever, I would recommend running the other version of the setup, which is the exact same. It just doesn't have that. Honestly, you can get away without running it. The cooldown on the shield is like 5 seconds, but if they're clearing it all the time, it can be definitely worth picking up, especially if you just want to be able to spam the shield and really annoy the enemy team. Then a bit of damage on the shield, and that's pretty much it for the build. Alright, well for game 1 we got Siege Timbermill, which will be a very, very difficult situation to play and demonstrate Ashe in, but I'm going to give it a shot. That is one reason why Ashe is such a hard character to balance, if you were to ask me, is just because of how variant she is on the teams and the map you're on. I feel like I worded that kind of badly, but basically Ashe in a lot of situations is incredibly strong, can put on a crazy amount of pressure, or she's just solid, and in other situations she's just a really, really bad pick and will just get shredded and can't hold her own at all. I feel like she's also not that popular of a character. I like Ashe quite a lot, but I barely ever see her and I don't hear many people talking about her compared to a lot of the others. But for the teams, we've got a Fury, we've got an Andro, a Koga and a Lian. Pretty bursty there. And then for their side, an Amani, a Barak, a Strix, a Grover and an Eevee. Definitely going to start with Chronos, super safe pick in pretty much every situation ever for this. We've got Cherish, Curse Revolver, Eminence, Adrenaline, then Nocturnal, Wormhole, Deep Roots and Tinkering. Let's just run straight down into the middle. They do have a Strix, which sort of worries me, so I think I might try and play a bit of a side angle instead. Hello Amani, there's some hits for you. You can play the angles very, very well with Ashe if you know what you're doing and you know where to place yourself. Taps on him just here, trying to apply Hi-Rez, especially with the fact that you now have it in hand. Ashe is a very, very good person to consistently apply it. Just going to push up a bit. It's just about to throw the Q. It's like 1 second off. Strix is doing a great job though. Do I let up the F to just run in here? It's probably going to guarantee me a death, but I'm going to go for it. There we go. There's the Q. I'm 100% dead here, even with the lifesteal and everything, and trying to play the shield. They're all paying attention to the point. We did trigger the overtime, I guess. Andrew's on there too. I don't feel like we're really killing them very much so far. There is the 0-1. This might actually be the worst map for Ashe when I think about it. I can't think of a situation where it would actually be more uncomfortable than goddamn Timbermill, especially with Furia as our solo healer and as a solo tank Ashe. This is a very, very tough situation for me to do anything, so if this is just an absolute struggle of a game, I'm not really that surprised. Let's go try and hold the point a bit. A couple little taps as we drop down. He is quite low, maybe we can get rid of him. Just taps on him here from the side. He's pulling up. He's on very, very low health here. We should be able to kill him. There we go, well done, Fury. Ash's ult is also very, very strong, so if you want to grab morale boost on her, that makes a hell of a lot of sense. Not that this is really a tutorial video, I don't know why I'm turning it into that, but Ash is overall in a really good state when it comes to, I'd say, the absolute state of Ash and the position she's in the meta. I don't know if I'd really change anything, because it's kind of hard to think about what they could do with the things that I would change about her. Let's just get away here, jump the Strix a bit, tap him for some 400s. There we go. Like I said at the start when I was going through the builds, there are a few parts about her kit that I could definitely do with some refinement. I just don't know what they could do that would fit her character and not make her feel really, really bad to play. If that makes sense, let's just push in here on the Barak. Finish him off if we can. He should be just here on nothing. Maybe we can get rid of the Eevee. There we go. Okay, shots on the Amani. We'll drop the Q so we can just dodge the Strix for a little sec. Load up the F and the right click. I'm going to run back to the point just to play it safe. Frame rate drop there was kind of harsh. We'll unload the right click. That's a pretty big change I guess you had since probably the last time I covered, is that you can deload the right click now. Just tap in the Barak and the Strix a little bit here. There we go. He's gone. Having a hard time following him, to be honest, but I think we've got it. Yeah, there we go. There is the Abon 1. We're actually sort of coming together here as a team. We've all got ults except for the Koga. They're grabbing a lot of resilience, especially the Ant there, I imagine, for the Grover and the Eevee, and obviously the Amani route as well. They've got just straight Haven, pretty much, a morale boost on Grover, which is kind of spammy, but I get it. Gonna push the Strix here. He's actually really, really low. Let's see if we can finish him off. He is just sat here. There we go. Flank Ash. Alright, what I was trying to say is I don't know how normal of an item selection it is. Haven and Chrono's definitely a normal, but Veteran I like to grab, and if I don't grab Veteran, I'll maybe grab Rejuvenate, or sometimes both, just depends. But given the fact that we only have a Furia, morale boost is a really solid option though. There's a hit on whoever the hell we just hit straight through the portal. There's a knock, which didn't work. We're just going to push him over away from where he thought he was going to be able to go. That's an Amani Dragon. I'm going to insta ult. Tried to pull that off. I don't know if that would have even been the right play. Kind of a crappy death because I was pushed in a little bit too hard. I was trying to just annoy them and get in their backline a little bit. There we go though. That is the objective lost. Fury even dropped the nice ult, guys. I do feel kind of bad because I reckon we would have had that if I actually hit the button, but I was a little bit too slow with it and I didn't react to the goddamn Amani Dragon fast enough. We'll drop the Q straight away. We'll load up the F, tap the Barak, load up the right click, tap the Grover, go for the insta ult here. Why not? There goes Eevee. Was that a better use of it than freaking losing the objective? Probably not, but whatever, we're in it now. There goes the entire team. I guess that was worth. And I feel like I'm really out of place here playing Ash on Timbermill. I'm sure those of you guys that play Ash all the time will feel perfectly at home, but for me, this is not a situation where I'd have ever picked Ash in the first place, just because I don't feel like this really suits her strengths very well. We'll drop the Q here, never zone them off. We'll just push the Barak. I don't know why my right click isn't loading properly for whatever reason. There's the reset. We can just drop the Q again. There's a just dash back towards the point. We were actually holding them off quite well there, but playing Palsy for a little bit too long, I reckon. Well, I'm dead to the Strix. They pushed in really, really hard. We're saving ults probably more than we should be, but that's not really something I complain about considering how bad I've been with mine so far. We'll grab more Chronos, some more Veteran, why not? Well, the defense isn't going great so far, but we're going to run back in. Are they already at the end here because the team's all on left side? Indeed, they are. There is the defense failed. Even though we've got an Andra and a Koga as well as at the end, their Strix is pretty much just alive for free. I feel like I can deal with Barak and Grover. They are doing a really good job of synergizing together. They're playing fantastically, to be honest, just overall on their side, but I can deal with them. I can sort of deal with Amani and Eevee too, but Strix being at the back just free hitting me is making it really, really tough, so I have to try and play angles and just avoid people. Seems like they are going for a flank. I'm going to push in too just to really put the pressure on here. Let's get rid of the Strix. There we go. We'll use the F, just dash over this way, push the Grover. They are on the point, but we have recovery mechanics, so I think if we get one wipe, we should have it. Hello Eevee, there's taps on you. Barak is off the point. Eevee, can we finish her off? Indeed we can. Okay, is Barak still alive? He is. Let's push in over here to where he is with the Grover, right? Yeah, there we go. We'll drop the Q. Taps on him. He just got the F reset, but he is still outie. Okay, there we go. Koga got him. I was a little bit worried there. We're going to sit on the edge, but I think we got it. Just because with the recovery mechanic, you really need to win one team fight. I said one there instead of win, but yeah, there we go. We got it. I do sort of want to play this room because I have the ultimate up. We'll load the right click, hit the Grover just for the reset. Although I didn't time that well, so that didn't work. We'll load the F and dash through here. Is that going to work? Did I get the contact? No, I didn't. There goes Grover though. Okay, load up the right click again. Okay, somebody pushes in. Hello Amani. It's a hit. You're dead. We can play. It's probably sort of obvious in the video, but I am messing up my timing on my right click quite a lot. I, for some reason, think my shield is going to get cleared sooner or it's going to despawn or whatever. I really need to get better at timing that, even though I have no sort of excuse. Barak should be dead if he's going to run up through the teleporter again. He's not. Where did the Barak go? We'll load up the F. Just push in on him here. Hello Grover. Just go through here. Hello. Point blank range. Just blast him. I feel like I can win this duel because of the lifesteal. There's a hit, which didn't actually hit. Do I go for the ult here? Yeah, sure. It's going to be a 3-3. It's going to be tough, but I'm going to get rid of the Grover. Let's get rid of the Strix. Nope, never mind, nobody's here. Shots on the back. Can we finish him off? This is sort of cheesy because I healed from being out of combat, but I feel like we can maybe pull off something here. Oh, that's a root. There's the shield. I'm gonna have to try and play this a bit cheekily. Why am I so early with the shield? It lasts way longer than I for some reason keep expecting it to. Let's push this little corner. There's the shield. That's ultimate from Eevee. I'm on 7 health. Oh my god, am I actually up here? Furia, hit me with summon. Okay, I should have died like ages ago. Gonna pop the F and just dash onto the point to trigger the overtime. There we go. Oh, I don't have the shield up. I thought I did. Okay, that reset works. Did we trigger the overtime? We did. It's on the back. We didn't have quarter ice, which he healed up quite a bit there, trying to tap the Amani on the left side. Oh my god, that peak wasn't worth it. Yeah, there's the objective lost. Okay, F is super buggy in the slow-mo, but 2-3. Andrew and Koga there just rushing in. I'm going to jump straight on the point. Leanne's there. Just get some shots on this Eevee when she blinks back. That's the Amani dragon. Don't really know what else I can do other than just try and hit it whilst playing behind a shield. It's dead. That could have done a lot more damage than it did there. Shouts Fury for the heal. Somehow Koga is dead and so is Andrew, and Strix hasn't even been touched. What? I guess they dealt with like the Grover and the Barrack a bit, but having both the flankers die is kind of rough there. I'm going to just retreat. I can't do anything else. Hello Eevee. I think I'm just dead. Right, I'm going to try and load it up to throw the shield. Okay, Fury just dropping the U-Rock spam there. Fury is also kind of a tough pick on this map, to be honest. We're going to just rush in, throw the shield down. I do have the ultimate, so I'll pop that to hold it. In a second, Barrack's going for his. I'm going to wait till I get a little bit lower, and then we'll pop it. Make sure I'm actually on the point. Get some shots here so we can heal up with our life rip. Don't feel like that ultimate was great. Andrew went for it too. Hello, Grover. You're gone. Are we going to get this again? I feel like we should have lost already, but let's push in on the Eevee. Not on Eevee and Amani. You're dead. Whatever. I am playing it very safe here because I don't want to push up and just give them like the 2-4 here, but I think we should have it now. Fury's going for the ult. Drop the Q. She saved that a little bit longer than I was expecting her to. Strix is dead. Okay, load up the F. That should get it right if we just dash over it. It sort of worked. There we go, 3-3. This game has felt so weird to play. Seems like Leanne and Koga still have their ultimate. If this turns into a 4-3 for us, I would be very surprised. I'm just making really, really minimum jukes here to try and avoid the Strix. Not getting engaged because I want to heal up a little bit from being out of combat. And then we can start throwing out some shots. We'll drop the Q here kind of early, but we do have reset. Amani trying to play around you here. It's kind of tough. More shots on her there. We're kind of dueling. I think we've lost the energy here. That Amani is very low. Leanne's going for the... Oh, she actually got rid of the Eevee. Okay, there's the Q. We're going to get this. There goes the Grover. I feel so bad if we win this game because it doesn't feel like we deserve it. Strix going for the blind. Just push him off a little bit. Load up the F. Tap the back. Amani, please get killed. There we go. Well done, Leanne. She knew where she was positioned. She was low health as well. Very weird play from her. Strix is super low. Finish him off. Hello, back. There's the knock for the shield reset. I do have the ult. I'm going to go for it just to secure it here. This should guarantee it, right? Yeah, there we go. 4-3. I was a little bit worried that I just used the ult prematurely, but victory. 4-3. I can't add anything. That game should speak for itself. Felt very, very weird. And yeah, there you go. There are the stats for game 1. It was a pretty long game. Probably one of the most awkward ones I played in a minute, but we didn't even do that bad. 6 deaths is the lowest on my side. We did have a team that was dive bombing a lot. I think that's a big reason why it felt so odd for me to play. I feel like I should have been playing more aggressively and more with the team than I was originally, but I was sort of expecting it to play like a normal match, and then obviously with the team comp and the way these guys were playing, that didn't happen. We ended up with a really solid amount of damage there, actually highest on our side aside from the Leanne. She was doing solid. Koga and Andrew were definitely struggling a bit. They didn't deal with the Strix anywhere near as much as they should have. He wasn't even doing that good of a job. I got rid of him a ton of times, but that would have helped me out a lot. Furia did a really solid job there in the end, even though it felt kind of strange at the start. She didn't damage that much. Our ultimates as a team were just all over the place, but when we did synchronize and come together, it worked quite well. It's probably quite confusing to watch, but it was honestly just confusing to play, so it makes sense. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here, revisit her sooner rather than later. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments what your thoughts are. Of course, let me know also what you want to see me do next down in the comments. I'll see you guys all really, really soon. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and as always, stay frosty. Talking about staying frosty, this is going to be a post video note. Why hasn't Ash got like a snowman skin or something? She's got like a cannonball launcher that could just shoot snowballs or like icicles or just anything. I feel like Ash has got some really cool sort of, you know, ancient themes and futuristic or I guess modern age ones, but where's like a winter themed skin for her? I'd like winter themed skins, but for Ash, I think it would fit her very, very well. And yeah, stay frosty ×2. Go play some more Ash and have some fun, because I feel like I'm the only one who does play her, even though I think she's a kick-ass character with some really kick-ass skins. Go play some Ash, boost her play rate a bit, and maybe she'll get more love. I don't know.